so next question. So if you was to change any rule that we currently have in the Premier League right now, which rule would you change and what would you change it to? How would you improve that rule?
That's hard.
Can I go first, please? I beg.
Yeah, first up, Mr. Gibbo.
So for me, I'm old school. So for me, the offside rule is doing my head in right now. Back in the day, offside meant there was a clear space between the defender and the striker. You're offside if there's a clear space. This whole your big toes in front of the other man's big toe and you're offside is, for me, it's mad. For me, it's killing the game ridiculously. So for me, that's the one rule right now. Go back to how it was before. Clear space. If we're level, if my chest is bigger than your chest, then I've got a big chest. You get what I'm saying? I'm on side. If I score with my big chest, then I score with my big chest. So for me, I would change the offside rule to be clear daylight between the striker and the defender. That's offside.
Do you think if you changed it to that, it's going to be more confusion? Everyone's going to be
No, it can't be. It's clear. It's clear. Daylight.
This season's been terrible.
Daylight.
See, what I would say with that, I do think it is whatever, but I think it's silly when they do toenails and things like that. But
that's dumb.
What you do know is you know the rule. You know the rule. So you know if that toenail is in front, he's off. It's clear. If you change it back, that's the reason why they changed it in the first place. There were so many arguments, what's on and what's off.
Yeah, but it's killing the game. As a I remember, I'm naturally a defender. Okay, it's made if I was a defender now, it would make my life so much easier because I know, okay, well, I just need to take a minute, just step a little bit, and he's offside.
But what about you got to worry about the rest of your line? You got to worry about the rest of the. If you could do that, but what about the rest of the line?
Yeah, I know, but but Chris is killing it. It's killing it. It's killing it. For me, it's killing the game. It's taking the excitement out of it. You can't be offside because my toe was ahead of your toe. That is madness, bro. That is mad. So for me, that's the rule I'll change.
Does anyone disagree or does everyone agree?
Yeah, no, I agree.
I agree with him, to be fair. And that's what I was going to mention, the offside rule.
Of course you was.
No,
just stop me.
What?
Who said that?
Who said that?
Oh, man, getting at Adam like this. What's happening?
Alright, cool.
This is cold.
What's happening?
I'm just chilling, brother.
I'll go next.
Alright.
I'd say the dumb shit handball rule.
Ricky, yes.
It's mad. Because I'm seeing certain ones given, certain ones not given.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm a Spurs fan, the one against Lucas. My brother is falling over.
That was mad. I laughed.
He's facing the north stand and the ball's hit him and we're getting a goal disallowed. There's other times where players are just naturally running through. It's coming off a slight touch. It needs to be changed. Because it's like Gibbo said with offside, it's kind of killing it.
It has to be intentional. You have to deliberately do it, unless it's stopping a goal.
I agree. If it's outside your natural body position, but it has to be intentional.
Just to be devil's advocate, don't you think though? Now you know the rule. So
but you don't. It's still confusion.
We know it. We know if that ball touches any arm, accidental or not, and it goes and it ends up in a goal, we know for a fact it is chalked off. We know it.
But then there's been times where it's been the defender.
It's inconsistent though. It's inconsistent.
Yeah,
the problem is though is that how can you defend if you can't if you go for a sliding tackle and you're just going to block the ball and it hits your arm and it's a handball, you can't defend them. You might as well stand out of the way.
No, you've read that rule wrong. That's not handball. It only comes into play if a goal goes in. They look back on it and if it's touched someone's arm, it's disallowed.
Oh, you're talking about that part, right?
Yeah. If someone kicks the ball and you do that and it hits your arm, that's not handball. That's not the rule.
Nah. Do you know what this really comes down to? Yeah, you got to look at when they make changes to rules, because they do it in other sports like rugby, basketball. Each year they look at the rules and they talk about how can we improve the game, right? Fundamentally, if you're going to make a change to the rule, it should make the game more entertaining for people who are watching it, right? And easier for fans to understand and for the players. So with VAR and the offside and the handball thing, I always look at people want to see entertaining football. I think the benefit of the doubt should always be given to the attacker because it's harder to score than it is to defend. So when we're talking about Gibbo's a defender of like toes and stuff like that, You remember back in the day, they used to give the what was the rule? It was like the benefit of the doubt goes to the attacking player.
Yeah.
That's now gone, right? And that to me doesn't make sense. When we're talking about defending, and let's say you make a lunge to block a ball, you want to see a defender lunge to try and block it, right? And when you're using all your effort, your arm might come out. Naturally, it will do. Now, for me, I see it as, unless I know it's clearly obvious, like a Luis Suarez thing against Ghana, then I don't think you should be getting immediate penalties. We all remember that was mad.
Not safe, by the way.
But you can't. The only thing I will say is, how can you have a rule about intention? Because when you're trying to say we know what the player intended, it becomes a little bit sticky.
You don't.
Now, that's what I think they've done. They've taken intention out of it.
Yeah.
And they've said, if it touches, that's it. So
but then now they're talking about putting stuff on the kit. Like, oh, okay, it's now from this point onwards. What if my guy's got Akin Fenwa shoulders? So and his kit's like this.
So does anyone disagree with that the handball rule, or do they think it should be as it is?
No, the handball rule needs
changed or altered. Like
it needs to be changed. It needs to be
changed.
Yeah,
Definitely needs to be changed.
I personally think players should get the benefit of the doubt unless it's clearly obvious that they have moved their arm or their hand towards the ball to influence the team. Somewhere. Yeah, I think if the ball touches your arm and we can't see that it's clearly done on purpose, play on. Because those are the rules that I grew up with. You know them, man. I know that it's not FA rules, but boy, that's something everyone understands. Unless we can clearly see you're trying to cheat, like a Luis Suarez thing, play on, bro.
Fair enough. Leon, is there any rules you would change?
I ain't got one at the minute. I'm still thinking, bro.
Okay. Diamond.
I think I don't know. So say right. So there's you're running through on goal and there's a foul, right? And you give a penalty and then you send the player off as well. I don't think you should do double whammy. I think if you give it a penalty, I don't think you should send the player off.
Man, it's still
I don't like that. It's like the Arsenal game and Barcelona.
Nah, you should go.
Man, still hurting. Arsenal and Barcelona. I don't know. I think you're going back. You're going back. He's reminiscing.
Emotional.
If it's a deliberate foul, then it's 50% off. If it's not a deliberate foul, then it should. Then it should.
Yeah, if he's come up, he's just booting him, being a prick. By all means,
being a prick. Sent off as being a prick.
Being a prick.
But if you're making a genuine attempt,
yeah. Yellow and a pen.
I think it depends on where it is. I think it depends. If it's outside the box, if it's outside the box, and you take a man out and he's got a clear goal scoring opportunity, one-on-one with the keeper, should be sent off. If it's in the box, you should get a penalty and a yellow card. That and it's as simple as that.
I'm certain they did do
that's a good one.
That,
that's a good one.
It's called the triple punishment. You can't have it anymore.
Yeah, I'm certain that they have
intentional foul. They did bring.
This is it. I think, Jimmy, you hit the nail on the head there. Like, for me, if you separate it, so let's say, for example, someone does a clear and blatant foul where it's like, you're doing fuckery now, and it's a red card, regardless of whether it's a penalty or not. For me, a red card challenge is a red card challenge, irrelevant of where it is on the pitch. If you then give away a penalty because you did a red card challenge in the box,
that's your business.
That's the L your team has to take, and you're going to deal with your teammates in the changing room. Because we can't say, oh, it's too harsh a penalty. No, bro, you've done a red card challenge.
No, but Toby.
No, but I'm saying, like, say you're making a challenge. Yeah, you're trying to make a genuine attempt to win the ball. You're trying to go.
But
he's just nicked it.
Changed Diamond.
And then
that got changed because that happened a few weeks ago, and someone made put in a slide tackle. They gave away a pen. The guy was on the 6-yard box, and because he made a genuine attempt for the ball, he didn't get sent off. He only got a yellow, and it was a pen, even though he was last man. The thing people get wrong is they go, oh, he's last man, he's got to go. The wording of the rule is denying an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Yeah. My biggest problem with all the rules in general, this ain't the rule I changed, but the biggest problem is it's left down to referees' interpretation. And as we've already discovered with just us 9 talking about things, we've all got different opinions on things.
But Jimmy, would you not agree? Would you not agree if it is the last man, that is a goal scoring opportunity? There's no one else left to stop you.
Not if it's a genuine attempt for the ball, because I've seen tackles, where a ball's been played through or over the top. defender and attacker are running, and you know the ones where they're both running and just his heel flicks up and
he clips a heel. Yeah.
What do you think should happen? What do you think should happen from there? If I'm running through on goal and I'm going to score, and you clip the back of my feet and I go over, it's just me and the goalkeeper, and if you didn't touch me,
now you've got VAR. Now you've got VAR. There is no question the referee should go over to the monitor. If the guy's sticking out a leg, if he's trying to pull his shirt...
No, if it's an accident. It's an accident. No, it's a blatant accident.
No accident. Just give the foul. Nothing else, just give the foul. If it's
so I should lose
clean
goal.
Yeah, just run it. Two guys running side by side, and then...
He's off.
Jimmy, do you know what?
One at a time.
Go on.
I'll say at least the yellow. Sorry, Tom, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, Jimmy, just in response to your thing, and then I'll shut up. You see the whole thing of clipping a guy when you're both sprinting for it, and you're the attacker's trying to get across your line, you're trying to cover that line so he's not clear through on goal. If you clip him, in principle, you wouldn't want to see a guy go off for that. But you know what defenders will do? Defenders are tricky, bro.
Yeah.
They start running behind guys.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm a sneaky fucker, bro.
Got it up here, I tell you.
Yeah, boy, I'm on that one.
Guys, you're forgetting.
Ashley, remember. Ash, you remember. Anytime anyone went anywhere close to me, I'm on the floor.
On the floor, bro.
On the floor. Because I'm so quick that if you get close to me, it looks like a foul. Because I'm so fast
on the floor,
and screaming as well. Bro, that's a wide up.
Behave yourself. Doing the Rivaldo corner flag thing, bro.
Actually, Igor, behave yourself.
No time for that.
Igor, behave yourself. That's got to go.
Players like you give defenders nightmares, Chris.
I didn't even dive.
I'm thinking of every cheat
in a match, and my dad did talk to me for an entire weekend. And I
man said, we don't do that here.
Is there anyone else who's got one that they like to
I got one.
Go on, Jim.
I fully get all the rules you lot are saying, but for me, and this goes back to what Toby was saying about the entertainment in football, right? They have either got to bring in a sin bin or make it a straight red offence. You know when you're on a counter-attack and the guy goes, I'm going to pull him down. I'm going to run the on the halfway line to stop the break.
Oh, yeah, them ones.
Right?
Yeah.
That is an intentional foul. They call it taking one for the team, which under
yellow
the rules,
cards.
absolutely will do it and take the yellow.
It's scumbag football.
A red or a 15-minute.
It should be a red. It should be a red card.
It's scumbag football.
It's a red card. Straight red. Straight red. It's an off the ball incident. It's an off the ball incident. The ball's not even there and you're taking man out. Man should get sent off for that thing.
I'm going to give my team when we were 2-on-1 with the defender.
Yeah.
Or at least stop the game where it is. All players back in that half, and that player gets some sort of fucking head start from the free kick.
Red card. Send him off.
Sin bin. There's been sin bin.
No sin bin, bruv. This ain't NBA, man.
Yeah, but no sin bin.
No. Imagine how bad that is. You do that, you get a 15-minute sin bin, you're sitting on the side, and you've got all the fans, the manager, and all your players going, you're a prick.
I don't think a sin bin would work in football because of the nature of... I don't think a sin bin would work, but you know what I think they should do? You know, like how they keep a tally of yellow cards over the course of the season? 5 is like a two-game automatic 2-game. I think they should, with VAR, it's easy to record all these instances, yeah? I think if you get caught doing that, for me, I personally think the players should get a 10-bag fine. Like, regardless of whether it's a yellow card or you stop the game, 10-bag fine. And then if you get caught doing it, no.
You got too much.
You're doing a counter-attack. If you're trying to stop a counter-attack by not even making a legitimate tackle, you're just pulling someone's shirt. It's obvious. 10-bag fine, and you get caught doing it more than 5 times in a season, you miss 3 games.
I don't think. I think it should be straight ban. It's cheating. It's cheating. If you dive, you get booked for that. It's cheating. I think the divers as well. If you dive, if I played against a Chris when I was younger, and he's diving all over the place, dropping, I would be like, nah, this prick's got to get off the pitch, man. He can't be diving around the place.
I'm with Chris,
I feel as though if
means,
I get that, but if you get
Yeah.
caught,
what I care about is winning.
That's
I
it.
don't
get caught,
That's it.
that's fair.
Exactly.
Sunday league, cool.
Means I will
But
trip
or
you off the
exactly
ball,
that,
championship,
Diamond.
whatever.
See, because the thing
Exactly
is,
that. But as a defender, of course you're gonna drag him. Of
Yeah.
course.
yeah.
Oh, no,
But
no,
see,
no.
89th minute, and you're 1-on-1, or you're gonna break through 2-on-1. I'm pulling you down.
Straight,
Look
Yeah,
like-
but that should be a red.
No,
That's got to
yellow.
be a red then.
No,
Hey,
yellow.
Kimbo,
Because no,
Gibbo,
do you know
remember
why?
this- hey,
People
Gibbo,
keep doing it on
this
the
is-
halfway
hey.
line, knowing they can get away with it, and
But
then
I've got,
free
I've
kick.
got to play the rest of the game with a yellow card now, so I know.
yeah.
But they get no punishment, and you get a free kick in a shit position because they do it a foul in a tactical area.
But that's
But
part of the game.
That's
a part of the game.
Jimmy, do you know what? Do you know what the thing is? All the things that we're saying in terms of we want to see the game where it's attacking versus defending legitimately. But you know what they're coaching in the academies? If you don't bring a guy down in that position, then you're letting your team down, and we'll take you off, and we'll find someone that will do it.
All right.
Okay, let me break it out. Let me break it out for 1
Chris,
second.
Chris,
Let me ask Leon a
Chris,
question.
let me say one thing.
I know he's getting a bit restless over there. I've got a question for
No,
you.
I'm good.
Let me just say one thing. Yeah, when I was a kid, I was coached a football.
When you was a kid, fucking, I thought you were like 15.
When I was a kid, I was coached just like one of these football schools you go to on like Monday night, whatever. But the guy that run it, he was a coach at Arsenal's academy, right? And he taught me one thing. I handballed it in the game once, just whatever. And he pulled me off and he said, look, I understand why you done that. He said, but cheating is cheating. And years later, he's like a family friend now, this guy. And we still have discussions about football and everything. And I was talking to him about like, you would clamp someone, you would kick someone, whatever you had to do to slow them down. And he said, I can't understand that, and I can't get behind that because that's not what football is. That you're doing something to win, but that's
you've not been speaking to a winner. That guy's not a winner.
Well,
That's it.
Can I just say something? Let me just say, listen. Let me just say something.
It's as simple as that.
Let me just say
He's
something.
not a winner.
Listen, let me
You
say
go out
something.
there and you
Listen.
win. You see Mr. Miyagi when he's up against that madman.
Mr. Miyagi's getting
I was the
involved in
madman
the
don.
conversation.
I said, break him.
Quicksilver. Quicksilver.
Win.
Win. Quick one, yeah? Let me tell you something, yeah? I manage.
Mr. Miyagi, you know.
I manage a kids' football team, yeah? So I manage my son's football team, they're under 10s, yeah? And I told my team, yeah, we're winners, yeah? We are winners. I told my team, yeah, if the ball goes past you, the player don't. Yeah?
Wow.
Yeah.
If the player goes past you, the ball
That's
don't.
why you're
Wow.
an Arsenal fan.
You know what? I'm sending child welfare officer down to there, bro, because this is mad. Bro, you can't be teaching that, bro.
Listen,
That's mad.
Yeah, but listen, that's where
you are breeding winners.
That's where
you're churning them out, bro.
You're breeding Chris's.
Listen, last season only lost one game. Only lost 2 games.
Look at that.
We are champions. We are. That's how we do it, bro.
You really want to win
Bully man thing.
Wait. Is this not how Italy have been so successful at tournament football?
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is why Italy is so good at defending and so good. Like that's what they do.
Them man will pinch you in your back, cuz.
Yes.
Jimmy, do you know what this comes down to, yeah? Jimmy, when it gets to professional, yeah, man don't care about your spirit of the game, bruv. We're here to win things.
No,
it's true. When you get to the professional level...
He's talking about kids. He's talking about kids here.
You have to learn early, cuz.
Nah. That's early, bro. That's mad. You got 9-year-olds in that.
You say it's early, yeah?
It's another way. If Andy Murray's playing in Wimbledon final against Nadal and Nadal brings out like 3 size tennis rackets, that's cool, yeah?
Coming on to the
I don't know where you've gone with that.
Have you noticed in recent years, yeah, people start taking tactical breaks in that, yeah, because they want to get the upper hand, bro. I'm not lying to you. If it's a Champions League final, look, I'll give you an example. Sergio Ramos suplexed Mohamed Salah, bro, and busted his arm, and he done that. Shall I tell you what, Ramos had the conversation with his teammates in the dressing room. Listen, he's the one guy that can damage us. I'm gonna end him. And if I have to take a red, if I'm going to have to take a red to get him out of the game, then so be it, bro. And Real Madrid banged 3 Champions Leagues in a row. So we have to say that whole mindset of I do what is necessary to win.
All I'm saying is he should be
Every top player gets kicked. Every top player gets kicked. And the reason why they get kicked is you have to level up. You can't let them run a mockery on you.
No way.
You have to level up.
What Ramos done for Salah, he should have been sent off for. He
No, but he done it so artfully. But he done it so artfully.
He done it so sly, so sly.
Yeah, he did.
Ramos has got the brains, bro.
Yes.
Ramos is a winner.
Was that really sly though? Was it really sly? For me, it looked like. Listen, the only thing that was missing there was the top rope.
Bailey, then Bailey kicked him all around the park. He didn't want to know.
It's a mad thing. I give it. I was just gonna say, it comes down to the intent again, isn't it? When I think back to the Arsenal-Leicester game, and when Jamie Vardy kicked Mustafi in the face, and the pundits were like, "That was accidental. It wasn't deliberate." What do you mean?
That should have been a red.
What do you mean?
I don't care, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Your studs are licking my face, bro. What is this?
Yeah,
It's accidental for me.
it's not accidental. It's a red.
I'm with you, pal.
No, it is. There's sly ones out there, and you have to evolve with the game. I'm not saying I was some top player, but when I played, I realized I was so quick. I moved the ball so quick that when I know you're going to go for it. I put it there so you can see it. As you go for it, I move it so I can go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got kicked a lot, and I wasn't getting fouls. I'm just getting kicked. So I realized when they kick you, scream. That's the only way you're going to get it.
Real talk.
You have to evolve with what's going on. Like if a striker's running at you, if you're trying to run the striker, he's going to cut across your path because you're going to have to slow down. Because if you touch him, it's a foul.
Yeah.
Like you have to.
I've been told so many times, get around the ref, make everything. So if they're bringing man down, scream, get around the way. You got to influence that.
It's influencing the outcome of the game.
100%.
Do you know what I come back to? Yeah. When you look at the most successful teams, I'm sure we've all seen The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan thing. Bro, serial winners are like psychopaths. They do everything they can to make sure that they come out on top. And
Michael Jordan wasn't cheating, was he?
No, bro. He was definitely... Bro, do you not see how Michael Jordan was influencing everything on the court? He was influencing the refs. He was influencing when the game started. Bro, do you know what it comes down to? When you've spent your whole career trying to be successful at the elite level that they're at, take a couple L's, come in really close, you'll do anything. Yeah. You'll do anything to win. Yeah. This is why you can't tell these men, don't dive. You can't tell them not to sound off to the ref. You can't tell them to
I'm
intimidate.
not saying that. All I'm saying is when the guy is going past him and he pulls him down and does one of them tactical fouls, either make it a sin bin or a red. Make a punishment fit it because he should.
You can try and do that, but you know what? Then the most techie. Do you remember back in the day in the mid-90s? They used to say that the Argentinians and the Spanish and like the Latin Southern American defenders were like the sneaky, the Eddie Guerrero types, like lie, cheat, and steal. But they would they would do it away with it, yeah, because them man had the way of doing like blatantly obvious skullduggery, but they did it with like a finesse where they get away with it. Whereas Tony Adams and them man would just boot you in the air, bruv, like and make it bait. Like these man. So like, I'll give you an example, Jimmy. Let's say you're running past me. I'll pretend to stumble and grab you as I'm falling down like it's a mistake.
Yes, them sly Italians. Them bastards, mate. I've seen it so many times. Them bastards, mate.
Let me ask this question. Let me ask this question to you, Leon. So, in terms of a rule, so the rule where, let's say you're a tricky customer and you're running and you put the ball past someone, they can't move. They're stuck in the mud because they've been caught square. You run into them. Yeah. You run into them. You get the foul. They get the yellow card. Do you think that should stay or that should go?
No, it should stay.
They can't move. They literally can't move. Where do I
go? But you've made it. Like, listen. You've given. Listen.
Yeah, like what Ricky said.
Wait, Leon. 1 second. Let me get this from Leon.
You've given the Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, you've chopped him up. Yeah, is it my fault? Is it my fault your feet are chopped up and you can't do anything and you're stuck?
In the boots.
Listen, I'm twisting you up left and right and center and you're stuck. Listen, I made you look like a fool and you're getting a yellow card. I'm sorry. It's a yellow card. I hear you say it's not a yellow card. How?
By the way, Leon's a striker.
Yellow card for that.
Yeah, you could tell, bro. Gordon Ramsay. That's a good one.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay getting a chop. I'm sorry, that's it. Standard.
I would disagree. I would disagree with you on that one. I'm a defender. So it's like, so I tell you why. I used to play school football. And I played school football for Norlington boys, and we played against I can't even remember the team, but Patrick Agiman. I don't know if I remember Patrick Agiman, striker. Yeah. But his speed was a joke. Yeah, QPR, Wimbledon.
I thought he was at Wickham.
But anyway, we played him in a cup semi-final, and he tore my ass open. Like, it was ridiculous.
I'm not going to edit that bit out. That's staying in.
Pause.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
What happens to you on the Friday night with your mate?
it goes back to the intent. Do you intend to take a man down, or do you not? Now, if a man's got you in the wing and you're a defender, a man does a little twist and twist, you're kind of squared up and he runs at you. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Sometimes a striker might put it past you, run past you, and I step in front of you and block slightly, only slightly, and I block you. I'm deliberately doing it. So it comes down to intent. So I don't think you can just say, well, because you got twisted up and I kick the ball past you and I run and I hit you, it's a foul and it's a yellow card. I think that's harsh.
It is, bro.
It's harsh.
It's harsh. If your skill level,
I could just be bigger than you.
Nah.
You wanted me.
Skill level. That's the whole point of having the rules. If my attacking skill is so good,
but I'm standing there. I'm standing there.
You're not standing there though, because you've gone left and right.
Let me ask you
I'm there.
So wait, people should be getting yellow cards if they get nuts then?
Just going back to Gibbo's point, yeah.
First game against Bournemouth, and Ndombele knocked the ball past the geezer, ran into him and fell on the floor. Should that have been a pen?
No, because he was looking for that. He was looking for that.
But that's the same thing though. It's the same thing.
How do you determine? How do you determine? How do you determine?
Look, football is not.
I kick the ball past you and it's going to go for a corner. I'm going to run into you and get the free kick instead.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. You need to be, if now that we've got the technology to look at these things and review them, yeah? I know it's going to be problematic when it's happening in real time. You might get some things wrong as opposed to everything right. But if you're, the Ndombele example you gave, he was not trying to get past the defender. He was trying to buy a free kick by doing a little skill, knocking the ball where he couldn't get it, running into a man and saying, oh, I've been impeded. When I'm doing skills and I'm giving you the business, now, if a winger's giving you the business and you are now so stiff that you can't move and not block that striker, bro, even if you don't intend to, yeah, I'm sorry, you're not of the ability to stay on this pitch. You collect two of them yellows.
Toby, can I ask you a quick question? What position did you play predominantly in your football career?
Well, I've played quite a few. Right back, I've played goalkeeper, I've played midfield. So I'm a versatile guy, bro. See the pitch from all angles.
Oh, yeah, I hear you. Last pick.
Wait, Chris, you said about the rules. Adam. Oh, go on.
Adam. I don't like the way that you've done that.
Adam, you're up. What do you think? Do you think that should be a yellow card and a foul, or?
No, it should be a yellow card and a foul.
Okay, so the guy can't go nowhere.
No, definitely.
He's not. He literally can't get out the way.
And at times should be sent off. At times.
Fucking hell! Who took the gem out of your donut?
No, seriously.
Who took the gem out of my donut?
Jesus Christ!
No, seriously, I would. Because I was like you, Chris. I'd win penalties by diving, and I would all day long. And I used to play for Southend, and I was left on right wing. I was naturally.
Pick that name up. Pick that name up, mate.
You know what? There's sometimes here that
you know what I mean.
No, I heard that.
But there's sometimes I remember Arsenal played Palace early in the season at home, and last seconds of the game, as Zaha was about to run through, and Guendouzi just gave him the rugby tackle. Just took one for the team. Things like that. That was a bastard move. But you know what?
Yeah, exactly.
He should have got sent off for that. That was he just.
That's
for
what
the
I'm
team.
saying now.
Superb. Well done. Thank you for doing that. That he took one for the team. Things like that. You think, you know what?
I remember when Boris Johnson done that in the
in that charity game.
And he just come on and then the guy
Wait, Magic.
Magic. You go and tell the Conservative Party you used to play for Southend, you might end up as Prime Minister.
Magic, you played striker lots of your career, and now don't know about now, but later on you moved centre back. What do you think on it?
What if a player runs into me? Never.
No. If he's twisted you up, yeah, and he's knocked the ball past you, but you've knocked into him, Yeah, not
No,
yellow card. No,
if he's twisted me up and then he's
that's what I'm saying.
me and then I've gone into him, yeah, it's a
No,
foul.
but you didn't say that, Leon. You said that
No.
you run into the defender's there,
No,
you
no.
can't move, and the
No,
striker
but
runs
he
into
Like,
you.
for example, all right, cool. Let me. I'll put a scenario too. So there's been plenty of times I've seen a lot of guys. They try to get the ball, they try to knock it past me, and then they try to run directly into me. That's come. It's not.
Yeah, it's mad. That's mad.
Yeah,
Just look for it.
no way.
Mad.
You're trying to be clever.
Mm.
If you knock the ball, you knock the ball past me. Run the direction of the ball, or run around me. You know what I'm saying? Don't run into me. You're running into a big man. Run the direction of the ball, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it can't be a yellow card. No way. And like, I hear what you're saying, Jim. I hear what you're saying, but bro, this is just the game, innit? Like, it's just the game. Bro. It's the game, bro. Like,
but my one, I'm talking about when you deliberately bring a man down. He's not the
yeah,
ball.
that's what I'm saying. That's the game, bro. That's
how it is.
It's the dark arts, isn't it?
Like, if you
It's
take
the
that
dark
away,
arts.
it kills the game, bro.
It does. It's too robotic. Like
Yeah, boys,
for me,
I'm not even gonna lie to you. You can't take it out of the game. I guarantee you, when you're in a changing room with winners, your teammates will be looking at you like, big man.
Yeah.
If you do not bring him down,
Yeah.
if you do not bring him down, we're gonna swing it out because you're gonna cost us points.
No,
You're gonna cost us
I
trophies.
get that, and I'm saying to a degree with the likes of the people like Ramos, that's still going to happen. Okay.
Yep.
What I'm saying is the fact that it goes punished lightly in the context of the whole game means people get away with it. If
But you
people
can't give more than a yellow.
No. But if people listen to me a sec. If people thought they were getting sent off and punished the pre-game ban, they would do it less. You'd only have one or two people do it, and you'd also get a better game.
Sent off.
I'm talking about them ones where you're on the counter attack and the geezer knocks it past you and you pull it down on the halfway line because
Harry
he's
Winks loves it.
It's tactical.
Yeah,
they always.
The reason he should be sent off and the reason it would improve the game is because what you would actually be getting then is a true representation of those attacking players and people's skill levels. Not, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do a Ramos and put Salah in an armbar. He's ended up going off with a dislocated shoulder. Ruined Liverpool's chances. All right.
Well, I mean, first of all, that was delicious when it happened. So let's not talk down on that. Secondly, I do agree with you. Being a forward and what's not. What's going on there? We lost sound.
No, we're still.
Cool. Yeah, I do agree with you in that sense. But what I think is everyone's thinking about the striker. Now that you're saying, if he beats him with the skill and blah blah blah, and it takes it away, it shows skill. It's also skill for the defender to take you out so you can't score.
Skill.
It is. Listen, not
defending. It is.
It's defending. It's an art. It's an art. There's an art to it. Listen, Jim, if I know that if I let you go, you're going to score, but in the rules, I can take you out and get a yellow. That's art of defending. I'm taking the yellow.
It is.
That's not art of defending. Right.
How can it not be? You didn't score.
For anyone here that has done even a level 1 coaching badge, right? Please tell me at what point you looked at the freaking book or looked at whatever training drill.
That's where you go wrong.
There's some. I've got levels. I've got 1 and 2, and that's never been taught. However, there's certain things that are taught that aren't in the book, Jimmy.
You learn it when you play. Jimmy, what book do you think Messi reads?
That's the chapter that you don't even need to buy. It's the chapter that everyone has in the back of their mind.
It's a natural thing.
Bro,
no, I'm sorry. Listen,
let's just break it down to this.
I agree. If I'm in the World Cup final and I'm coaching a team, all right, and that's happening, of course I'm telling my guy to bring them down.
What about a semi-final? What about a semi-final?
To be honest,
game,
pre-season friendly.
All games are big games, bro.
Yes,
all games are big games.
Right,
not FA Cup though.
All games are big games, bro.
What I'm saying is, it shouldn't go unpunished. That's my point. For me, it shouldn't go unpunished because, like you're just saying, all the guys here that are forwards, if you beat a man with skill, right, and then he just pulls you down and you end up with a free kick on the halfway line and all he's getting is a booking, what you're saying is you can do that again if you want, right? What should be happening is, no, you're done, mate. Or bring in a sim bin. Similarly, what you're saying about skill for defenders, if that defender's fucking skilled enough, right, he'll stand him up, he'll get low, he'll have a low centre of gravity, he'll be side on, and he'll just change and beat him in a foot race. The game
is bare quick, isn't it? So
I think?
You don't understand
You
how
say
far Chris
Rick?
was, bro. Chris was rapping.
I said Chris is bare quick here.
When he
Andy
catches
on
you
the
on the
show,
wing,
both
bro, you
rapping,
can't
so
jockey
that
man
ain't
like
working,
Chris,
bro.
Geezer, I've never been blessed with pace. I'm a little guy, right? I've played midfield, I play up front, I play as a fullback, yeah? I've taken plenty of people out, and I fully expect to take a yellow for it, right? If I'm deliberately taking that guy, if I'm not talking about when there's an attempt for the ball, they put in a slide tackle and it's aggressive. I'm talking about when he's gone running past, you know you've got no chance, and he just grabs him like that and he's holding onto his back like he's fucking a cape or something.
Jim, I get you. I understand you.
Jimmy, just on
But
that
that's
point,
a part of the rules. Now,
Jimmy,
what I'm saying is, whatever you change, sorry, Tom, give me 1 second here.
Jimmy.
Whatever you change, however you change it, yeah, this is the new rule. So now we got to figure a way around this rule. People, intelligent footballers do things like.
I'm not changing the rule. I'm changing the punishment.
Even the punishments. Now we know you can't do that. We're going to do something else.
We'll find something else. Yeah.
But Jimmy, let's the same punishment. That's the point.
No, but Jimmy, what you're saying is, yellow card or sin bin. Yeah. Let's not lie. If you're a good winger and you've already got your opponent, say I'm on the left wing, the right back. If I've got you on toast and you're on a yellow card, it's my job to keep going at you, bro.
Yeah, it is.
It's my job to get you sent off.
Yeah.
For me, once a wing back is on a yellow card, if you've got an elite winger, like the types of, and you know who's perfect at this?
Going at him.
Riyad Mahrez, when he gets you one-on-one, I think is probably one of the most difficult guys to not get square on and stood up by. Because he goes past, man, like they're not there. And you can see the fear in wing-back's eyes. When Riyad Mahrez gets them one-on-one, they are all shook because it's either going to be a pen, a red card, or it's going to be a long night. But he keeps going at you.
Southend wraps him up though, mate. I'm telling you.
Boys, and on that, I'm going to wrap this one up.
We're ready.